Browns to regret Travis Hunter trade as Shedeur Sanders refuses all excuses, report. The Cleveland Browns are no strangers to draft controversy, but their latest move may have just written the league's next great what-if saga. In a bold but divisive draft day maneuver, the Browns traded away the number 2 overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. A slot many believed was destined for Colorado's two-way sensation, Travis Hunter. Instead, they slid back to number 5 after striking a deal with the Jacksonville Jaguars. For years, $46.65 million with a staggering $30.5 million signing bonus, paid in full upfront. In turn, picking up additional assets, including the number 36, number 126, and a 2026 first-rounder in the process. On paper, the Browns defended it as a depth-building move, but insiders weren't buying it. ESPN's Mel Kiper Jr. warned that passing on an elite dual threat could prove costly if Hunter pops early with Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville's offense. Internally, the Browns' gamble has only intensified scrutiny on their rookie class. Their draft haul included Shedeur Sanders, who now faces the weight of expectations, fair or not, to help validate Cleveland's draft strategy. The Browns may have passed on Hunter, but they didn't escape Colorado's shadow entirely. 92.3 The Fan posted a compelling discussion on YouTube, where NFL analyst Aaron Schatz tackled the burning question. Will the Browns live to regret trading away and missing out on Travis Hunter? Schatz didn't mince words. Oh man, isn't that a great question? Because who knows? That is one of the great unknowns, he admitted, before laying out the trade's gamble. If Travis Hunter is a one-way player, then they absolutely made the right trade because they got so much value for that pick. The Browns flipped the Hunter pick into multiple assets, including Mason Graham, the Michigan defensive tackle viewed as an immediate impact prospect. As Schatz noted, the odds that Travis Hunter as a one-way player is that much more valuable than Mason Graham, that he's worth all the picks they got in addition, is just near impossible. But that's the catch. Hunter isn't built like most prospects. He was the engine of Colorado's offense and defense, logging a staggering 1,356 snaps in 2024, the most in college football, while excelling at both cornerback and wide receiver. Hunter pulled off 92 catches for 1,152 yards and 14 touchdowns on offense, while tallying 4 interceptions and 15 pass breakups on defense. That two-way dominance is precisely why Jaguars QB Trevor Lawrence and analysts like Kraft made the leap that Hunter could mirror MLB's Ohtani in football. That conversation is already brewing and Shedeur Sanders can't escape it. Just days before Sanders inked his rookie deal with Cleveland, his former Colorado teammate had a message. Shedeur's got to go in there and work, earn his job just like me, Hunter told the media. It was a challenge. Sanders reported to camp determined to prove his stock was undervalued. His 4-year, $4.6 million contract quietly set the tone, but the noise was louder elsewhere. The Browns may have gained depth, but the Jaguars made a statement of belief. And now the Browns face the weight of that trade on multiple fronts. Head coach Kevin Stefanski stocked the room with Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, and Sanders. A crowded house that won't survive past camp. Shedeur, despite his late-round tag, has been the quiet riser. Shedeur Sanders refuses to let the trade define him. Despite the noise, Shedeur Sanders isn't folding. The 5th-round pick released a slick highlight reel ahead of training camp, packed with weight room grinds, field drills, and a self-assured voiceover. No excuses. I'll put in the work and do what I have to do. About to be time to be legendary, whenever that time is. It's the statement of a player fully aware of his underdog label, but determined to rewrite the narrative. Inside the Browns facility, Sanders has already earned respect for his hustle. Head coach Kevin Stefanski called him a very, very hard worker, praising his consistency in showing up early, staying late, and diving into every detail. Former NFL star LeSean McCoy even compared Sanders' early habits to a young Tom Brady. Always first in, last out. That's lofty praise for a rookie, but it reflects the mindset Sanders brings, especially after sliding to the 5th round despite a prolific college run at Colorado under his father, Deion Sanders. Life is just based on how you view different things. There's no excuses because when you get out there, nobody cares how many reps you got. Everybody cares about production, Sanders said during minicamp. Even with limited reps behind Flacco and Pickett, Sanders' steady camp performance and refusal to dwell on missed opportunities are earning him real buzz. As the QB race heats up, it's becoming clear. Shedeur Sanders isn't just along for the ride. He's gunning for QB1. Trade regrets be damned. The Cleveland Browns thought they were playing chess. When the trade call came through 2 months ago, the front office believed they were moving with genius precision. A package of picks and a bright young receiver were sent away, and in return they secured 2 veteran defenders and cap flexibility. On paper, it looked clever. On paper, it made sense. But paper doesn't win football games. And Travis Hunter was not just a name on paper. He was a heartbeat, a two-way phenom who changed games in a single snap. Now, as the sun set over First Energy Stadium, the whispers had turned into roars. They're going to regret this. Every single Sunday, they're going to regret this. The ghost of Hunter. Hunter's highlight reels haunted Cleveland like a phantom in the film room. Wearing another team's jersey now, he was racking up interceptions and toe-tapping touchdowns with the kind of effortless brilliance that left commentators speechless. "You don't replace a player like that," muttered defensive captain Denzel Ward as he walked past a scrum of reporters after practice. He didn't say more. He didn't have to. Everyone knew what he meant. And yet, amid the murmurs and doubts, one man refused to let regret sink this locker room. Shedeur Sanders. No excuses under center. Shedeur stood tall at the podium, still in his orange practice jersey, sweat streaking down his neck. Reporters fired their questions like bullets. "How do you feel about losing Hunter? Do you think the offense is weaker? Are you worried about the season?" Shedeur's eyes narrowed, not in anger but in unwavering focus. "Look," he said, his voice calm but cutting through the chatter like a laser. "Travis is my guy. Always will be. But football doesn't give you excuses. You step on that field, you ball out, no matter who's lined up next to you." "But," one reporter started. Shedeur shook his head. "No buts. I'm not here to tell you we're missing pieces. I'm here to win games. Period." It wasn't bravado. It was conviction, the kind of fire that made teammates sit up straighter in their chairs. Inside the locker room. Later that night, the team gathered in the players' lounge. The mood was heavy, the trade still fresh in their minds. Receivers quietly scrolled through social media, watching Hunter's latest highlight in another uniform. Linemen whispered about how the front office might spin this decision. Shedeur walked in, helmet under his arm, and silence fell. He dropped the helmet on a table and spoke.